And there we go again. We had some loading issues, like two Mineski players and one from Zero Latitude, as well as my Dota crashed, so we had to remake it again. So small delay, but anyway, guys, here we are. We are in the joinDOTA League Season 2. Zero Latitude meets Mineski. This is definitely gonna be very interesting. I'm really sorry for the delay. It's not just screwing with your schedule, with my schedule, the team schedule. It's screwing with everyone's schedule. So yeah, 28 minutes delay. I can just hope the games are relatively short, so I'll make it into the next game, which will be, I think, Gumba versus Power Rangers, also a very nice game in the European Division 1 of joinDOTA. But now, let's focus on this one. So Mineski, they already met those guys here, I think, yesterday in the That Bat tournament, organized by the betting side. A betting site where you can bet real money, as far as I know, and Dota Talk was casting it. At the same time, we were also casting Asian teams, or Korean teams rather, Zephyr versus Singaporean teams and Indonesian team. But the problem was, like, the Singapore server went down yesterday, and for that reason our games got delayed, then the Mineski game got delayed, and we actually wanted to cast the Mineski game yesterday, but yeah, obviously it got postponed, and I just woke up and got the notice like, oh yeah, Mineski is getting played now. So the site admin of Mineski was writing me, and I was like, oh okay, I'm like, yeah, let's go. And here we are. It is, yep, half past 2 now here in Europe, and let's see. Let's hop into the draft. We have normal bans so far coming out. The Lycan AA is being banned out by Zero Latitude. That reminds me of the games I actually casted for them already. On the other side we have Invoker and Doom. That's why I definitely like Sand King Shadow Demon. It is for the first picks here on Mineski's side. Well, it's a nice combination. Disruption Soul Catcher into Burrow Strike. Maybe even something more. I'm a bit surprised maybe about the Invoker ban, because the Shadow Demon Invoker would have been a nice combination as such. Zero Latitude, they decide to go for a Batch Rider. So we have a Blink Dagger Initiation into the Lasso. And of course here are for the offlane, as well as like a jungling potential. So let's see what they go for. Right now they use about 40 seconds of their bonus time just to decide what it is gonna be on the second pick. And wait, I just have to look at the chat. I always want to hear what you guys rate. There we go. Yes, now I can see what the people write, unless of course it's in some language I don't know. Either way. Yep, there we should. It is a Dream Protector. Okay, that's definitely interesting. So, Dream Protector it is. So that means Mineski, they have to fully commit to those towers, of course, otherwise they are getting healed up. Even though yesterday we casted a game with a Dream Protector where he was very hesitant to use, how can I say it? No, actually not yesterday. It was today in the night. South American games. The House is Down versus CNB and Union Gaming. Yeah, Union Gaming and Revenge were also part of it. So and there we had a Dream Protector who was really not healing the towers as we usually know it, because he always tried to save the living armor for heroes, like protection of heroes, that is. So yep, let's see how Zero Latitude is handling that Dream Protector, because yep, keeping your towers alive, not giving that gold to the enemy, it is of course very, very powerful. But yeah, we have the second ban rotation, and the first logical choice, of course, if you have a Shadow Demon on the pitch, it is the Mirana. So Mirana, it is for Zero Latitude, no arrow on a Disruption Soul Catcher target. That's of course just one of the combination you can play with a Shadow Demon. Overall, it's a good hero, and it synergizes very well with a lot of other heroes. Then again, Mirana, we saw it yesterday in the South American games, for example. Mirana has pretty much transitioned there into a first pick material, like Mirana being the first pick multiple times. Also other teams pick Mirana now the first time, because Mirana synergizes with many heroes so well. You can chain stuns, like just any hero that holds anything in position and the arrow is coming, plus of course normal fishing arrows, plus the Moonlight Shadow. The first Moonlight Shadow, like at least based on my experience as a caster, mostly ends into protecting heroes, saving them, because the other team doesn't have dust sentries whatsoever. Like, it's very rare that the Moonlight Shadow is getting early countered, especially if the Mirana gets fast levels whatsoever. Also often used, of course, in an aggressive way to engage into a fight. So Morphling it is on the second one, so we already see like cores getting banned out, heavy cores, so no Morphling for Mineski, and on the other side, Mineski is banning out the Brewmaster, and I'm so thankful for it. Because Brewmaster, to be honest, when 6.8 came out, I was pretty much, how can I say it? I was excited about the hero, but, well, by now, after casting TI4, the qualifier games, and so many like teams picked it up, I'm like, I don't want to see this hero anymore. I just don't want to see it anymore. It's, I don't know. And you need a lot of counter against the hero. Like, there's a lot of RNG involved whenever you have physical damage against the hero because of the mischance plus Drunken Brawler and everything. Drunken Haste, Drunken Brawler, the combination is kinda sick. And his ultimate, well, he doesn't scale too well into the very late game, but at least till mid game he is such a huge impact hero, sometimes even regardless of his farm. We've seen Pandas doing very decent even without having a Ganem Scepter or any other nice gimmick item. But yeah, Viper it is as the last ban here in the second rotation, and Mineski, they go even for more stuns and disable. So there's a Center Warner, that's official, like potentially the offlaner, of course. So Center Warner it is. We have another hero that is looking for a Blink Dagger, and with the Slark now as the third pick of Zero Latitude, another hero where we most likely gonna see a dagger, because so far everybody who's playing a Slark kinda adapted the new build with the Slark dagger. Like, I barely see any Slarks without dagger anymore, for obvious reason. With Pounce and dagger you're so mobile, and it helps you to initiate, it helps you to disengage. It's pretty nice, to be honest. So Batrider, Slark, Sand King and Center Warner, we have already 4 heroes that want the Blink Dagger, maybe even early on. Treant Protector, also a hero that is then later, if you get some nice farm up, also interested in a Blink Dagger for a nice overgrowth initiation, or used to pretty much just save the butts of your team. Because it's one of the nicest like escape mechanism. It goes through pretty much everything, and everybody's forced to stand still for at least a couple seconds, and yep, therefore sometimes your teammates actually make it out. But let's not talk too much about those heroes requiring a dagger to function properly. We have a Weaver, so Mineski, they're going for the little bug that has to carry this game. On the other side, well, Rubik it is, and I mean Rubik, so far he has a nice abundance of spell to steal, especially the Chikuchi of the Weaver is interesting. Like a Rubik with the Weaver Chikuchi has quite nice damage potential, as well as of course like being invincible while he is there. Mostly the opposite team doesn't have any detection against that. Plus of course he can steal so many other spells, like stealing the Stampede is always very handy, like becoming handy. Sand King, Burrow Strike, then Disruption, or even Demonic Purge sometimes stolen. Like, I definitely like it what the Ruby can do here, but he has to be very good of course on his stealing trigger there. So the last bans are coming, and let's see what they are. So far we have a Ember Spirit it is. Okay, that's definitely interesting. So Ember Spirit is definitely nothing Zero Latitude can go for. I didn't see it coming, to be honest, but of course it would have been, yeah, it would have been an option. Like, why not? So Puck it is on Zero Latitude's side. So I guess the Puck would have fit in. A Puck in the mid, Weaver in a tri-lane, the center and offlane would have been like a very traditional one. Or they of course could have gone for something aggressive, with the Shadow Demon followed up by a Burst Strike. Yep, that could have worked out. But now of course they have to think about something else. But there's still a lot of options for the mid. I mean, here, I don't know. To be honest, for Mineski's side, OD would fit, for example. It's another setup and also another save. For example, you can Astral Imprison, disrupt the target that is less suit, or Batrider himself. The same for the target that Slark just landed a pounce on. These are very useful things, as well as of course like Batrider, Slark, heroes that are not reacting too well to stolen intelligence. Yep. To be honest, I would see OD working out in the mid, but then again, OD versus Slark, well, it's also, he's vulnerable against it. And also for Zero Latitude, I'm wondering what they go for in the mid. It could be the Slark, we've seen that before, but then again, I don't know which player is picking it up. And anyway, if there's any fans of Zero Latitude out, like I barely have any experience with the team, so I'm not sure who is playing what position in the team, to be honest. I have to see about it once we're in the game. And well, they take quite their overtime at the moment, but wow. Okay, I didn't see this one coming. Chikiro. Chikiro. Like, I'm trying to make sense, as well as, of course, chatting over Skype at the moment with someone. Maybe I'm getting even a co-caster, but wow, Chikiro. That means a full protect 1. Chikiro coming out. Do we see a aggressive Chikiro mid? I've seen that once, like after 6.81. That would have been, like, that would be really amazing by Mineski coming out, but in Zero Latitude they have 15 seconds time to make their decision, but okay, it's still very interesting. Sand King, Shadow Demon, Santa Warner, Weaver, and the Chikiro. And Alchemist it is. Oh my god, I can't even remember when I last time casted Alchemist. It's ages. So this is definitely interesting. So Alchemist coming out there for Zero Latitude. That's, well, that's definitely interesting, to say the least. So I'm just, for those who wonder why I'm so a bit absent, I actually have to write the caster on Heflatv 2 who's casting a Vietnamese game. He is having problems, of course, with the names, like in another language, with like crazy signs and everything we Europeans can't read. And so the admin just wrote me the translation, so I had to script it to him. But yeah, Alchemist it is. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm very excited about the Chikiro and Alchemist pick there. It's definitely looking interesting. Like, wow. And I'm really wondering about the setup like they go for. The laning is gonna be very interesting. So anyway, gonna introduce the players really fast. Xing of Fro we have here on the Slark. Then in the mid, Indigo. Well, he's probably not going to the mid, obviously, but he's heading towards the mid with one ward. The other one is shared. Nivis is probably gonna be the mid as far as I can see, especially now with 2 tangos shared and the 2 branches. Phoenix playing the Train Protector, and last but not least is Liberi Fatali. Okay, that's a very interesting name. And he has now Firefly, and yeah, he's heading straight toward the enemy jungle. But on the other side, Mineski is already on the hunt. They want to get something. They have a 5-man smoke coming up with all their stuns they have. Of course, this is very, very lethal. They might even be able to dive the tower, but of course not the wisest choice of all. And at the moment, they don't find anything. They would maybe find here the Rubik between the towers. The smoke is running out. That means, yeah, that's of course bad. And oh wait, I think my game sound after my Dota crashed. Yeah, I have to restore game sound in a second once I know there is no action whatsoever. So Rubik here is still in the mid. It would be possible to catch him. Let's see. I hate those Dota crashes. Like whenever you have this lobby bug where like nobody can connect and you have to restart fast and it resets for some reason the item settings. But we have, yep, the creep waves are spawning, but Mineski, still 3 players here. They want that kill badly in the mid, and the Train Protector is running directly straight into him. So there's the disruption. The hoof stomp is to follow up. Now they just need to right click him and the burst strike to follow, and there is the first blood. Rubik at the moment with the invisibility rune. There is, oh, nice one there by, I think Gio that is. Yeah, Pinoy Boys is Gio on the Shadow Demon. I hope I didn't get it wrong. But now after the first blood, I think they settled down and I have time to fix fast the audio. There we go. I still can't hear anything. Nice. Oh, actually now. Yeah, now we have the sound on. So, everything is good. And I was right. We have here Jay in the mid on the Jakir. This is very interesting. We're probably gonna see the Liquid Fire and the Dual Pref spam build out. That is very, very nice. But the problem is Jesse Wash disconnected. So now that we have this little small disconnect, we can actually introduce the players. So Jesse Wash is playing the center Warrunner here on the offlane. We have, of course, Pinoy Boys. I think that is Jayo, if I'm not mistaken, on the Shadow Demon. Ova on the Sand King. I already shout out here to Jay on the Chakiro. And last but not least is, of course, now A as XC, but that should be Pazio if I'm not mistaken. So I really hope Mineski fans, if I got it all the names right, like when they have different names, I'm never really sure. My short-term memory is always bad. But yeah, let's see when the Chakira is coming back. And actually, yep, Jesse Vash also just fast reconnected to the game. I guess he used that just for a fast reconnect. But yeah, I don't know. It's not a good start, of course. And yep, I think we got it. Oh my god, are you guys kidding me? Half an hour delay just to be 1 minute into the game, having a pause, and when the pause is supposed to be unpaused, like one of the guys is going to the toilet. Like, I really can't believe this. My schedule is getting effed over, like big time. Like, it's not even funny anymore. Like, my next game is already at 16, the game after is at 18. Like, they're like all best of 2 and best of 3s. I have no idea how we're gonna make this, and they're not gonna delay the games. So, well, let's just hope we have a decent fast game here. No, like, for the sake of the viewers, I hope we still have a awesome game, and I just have to somehow find a solution for everything else. So, let's see. I mean, the Bat Rider already here in Firefly, 2 stacks Sticky Napalm on the Weaver. They're gonna reset now, pretty much. This is also gonna be a very interesting setup as such. Now we have the 2 supports here. They go for... Oh, he even used telekinesis just to make this double pull happen against Jesse Vash, but it doesn't work out, and now they go in. Where's the disruption? No disruption yet, and the Nature's guys, they have to use a sentry just for this kill, but they get the kill on the Rubik. So Mineski 2-0 at the moment. Well, both kills involved a sentry ward, so 200 gold down the train, but with, of course, the bonus goal from a first blood as well as another kill. That's easy going. And look at the stacks here, 6 stacks on the Viva. He has to go back and reset them. Now top illusion rune is spawning. Who's gonna get it? Is there already? Yep, there is a bottle on Jay here. He's gonna use the both charges and heading towards it. Yep, there we go. Did he even get... I think he gave 1 charge to the Sand King, I'm not sure. But yeah, Sand King has now enough mana for another Burrow Strike, which is of course always good. Because they are probably interested in killing the Alchemist in the mid sooner or later. And yeah, we see the Alchemist already being very passive. He's giving the bottle to the courier with 1 charge in, so it's not too late. And top here, I don't know, nothing special as such. The center is doing very well, especially because he was supported with that 1 gank. And yep. The Slark, well, 10 and 6. The Centaur being 5 and 0. That's quite decent for offlane. And yeah, here I absolutely love it. The Liquid Fire build, you will see, guys. He will spam it every time he can. And oh my god, they rotate around. So Alchemist has to run away from the side. He has the level 2 stun. But oh my god, now there is the Liquid Fire. That's alone already a lot of damage. And he doesn't even manage the suicide there. Rubik rotated in. But they can't change it. They can't change the fact that he is already down. Like, some harass is coming out here by the Bat Rider on the Weaver. But Weaver is so far doing quite well. The only problem he has is there is no regeneration on him. He has the gold. If he wants to go for a Lincoln, he can buy out the Ring of Health right now. Like, he has enough gold for it. But let's see if he actually wants to go for it. First, we're gonna see this. Oh, same pattern all the time. Disruption. There's the Burrow Strike of the Soul Catcher. Now Chikuchi damage and just the right click. So it's 4-0 for Mineski. Like, the guys at the moment, the roaming works absolutely out. And I don't know, like, the warding, for example, of a Zero Latitude is not in a very passive manner. Like, they have an aggressive ward here. Then the top rune here. It's now, by the way, an invisibility rune, and both are running. Now this is going to be very interesting. Who's going to be faster? Oh, and there's pretty much a mini stun against the Alchemist. But, oh my god, Jesse Wash is coming in. The Alchemist is still slowed. Of course, no stun available. There's the telekinesis, so the Centaur Runner can't really catch up. And there's another Liquid Fire. The Liquid Fire taking alone care of the living armor, but they have to go back. Jesse Wash in a little duel fight here against the Rubik, but in the end they're all heading off. So 4-0 in 4 minutes. Well, so far I like the game because we at least got 1 kill per minute. So it's definitely looking good, and I think we have another wraparound. Yeah, there comes a disruption, and yeah, Chikuchi damage is up, but no Burrow Strike this time. This shouldn't be enough, but nice try here of a body block, so he has to use... Oh my god, but he's gonna die for it. He's so gonna die for it. That was not really worth it. So the body block was nice. At least the intention was there, but like diving so deep into the tower, the flame break, level 1, just kicking him there and giving him pretty much like the last damage it required to get him down. So that was not quite optimal. So in the end they feed the Batch Rider a kill here, which is of course not optimal. This Sand King, he was needed, and now he's eating through the trees. The Batch Rider is swapping to the jungle. There is 5 seconds on his Firefly, then he can actually go and do something in the jungle. Let's see if that's actually happening. Let's see what... Oh, he got mud golems here. This is not very optimal, of course. So he's going back to the lane. But yep, how is... Yeah, the Weaver is doing quite fine here. 24 and 5. Well, he's the second now in net worth. The Jakiro, of course, being first, and there, they are just baiting out the Firefly, which is good because the Batrider is pretty much out of mana. So they don't have to fear anything after this Firefly. There's only mana left for Sticky Napalm. So it's all looking good at the moment. Now more Liquid Fire, but this time he chooses to go for the tower instead of on the Alchemist, and I love it. Look at it. Level 4, barely any cooldown. He brings down the tower, and does he go for more? Oh, there's the deny attempt. The cliff is coming out, as well as, of course, the living armor. So Alchemist is trying to deny it now. But they go for it. There's a new one. Look at the damage. Look at damage of the tower. It's going down. But there is the stun on the Jakiro. Oh, but defensive disruption before everything comes in. But he should still go down. There is the flame break. And yeah, Jakiro, no, he's keeping himself still alive. One more hit. One more hit. Yet now he's going down. But he's still happy because he got the tower before. So 4 and 2 at the moment for Mineski. Jakiro was sacrificing himself pretty much for a tower kill. It's still a very nice and early tower, therefore I can accept that as like a little rush, because that gold is not just going to the Jakiro, it's going of course to the entire team. But now, the Slug was trying to get a pounce in there, and we have a wraparound by the Alchemist on the Centaur Warner. But the problem is, Centaur Warner, he is level 6. He's trying to rush the dagger. He's almost there, 1900. I don't think he wants to risk it, but then again we have the Jakiro rotating in here. Maybe they find the Dream Protector. Nope, they just find the creeps here at the moment. The Dream Protector at least trying to stay in range, dual prep. Everything is gonna take care of those creeps. But they don't find anything. There is level 1 Nature Skies, which is of course not very good. And now, oh, Jay, going aggressive. Liquid Fire spam, where is it? Come on, give me a Liquid Fire. And there we see, look at the damage. Liquid Fire just ticking him down. So he has to use Living Armor probably on himself. But as I said, he has Nature Skies. In the worst case scenario, he can just make himself invisible. And there, oh, nice little Observer Board here behind the tower. Not Observer Board, Sentry Board, I mean. So they see whenever someone is coming there invincible. I guess it's a good choice to go for. So let's see. Is it the tower? Is that the next target? I mean, they have, if they want to, of course, the Stampede to get out there. Then again, they have the problem if the pounce hits on the Jakiro. They can't really go out. But, yep, there they have Ova. He can anytime just Burrow Strike the Slug. So it's all good. And the Jakiro, he can just come in and go for the tower. But, oh, Rubik here in trouble, of course. There is another Chikuchi. When the Chikuchi hits, one more attack. Time lapse out. And there we go. Solo kill for the Weaver. Easy going. And look at the tower siege at its best. Oh, and this time they actually latch it. The stun. The stun is going to be on the Centaur Warner. But the Stampede already bringing a lot of time. Is there now a lasso? Nope. So far, he doesn't use the lasso yet. Oh, this time Centaur is going down, but the Slark already dead and everything. The Weaver also rotating in now. Okay, Weaver is out of here. Now the Jakiro, he's gonna be stunned. This is gonna be a very, very long stun, but it's actually, no, it's on the Sand King. And the Sand King, he's channeled Epicenter. So in the end, they still get the kill because the Rubik with the Fate Ball. So, let's see. Now, there's a lot of damage, of course. More Liquid Fire. Give more Liquid Fire on the Rubik. There is the Liquid Fire. Rubik will definitely go down, but Jakiro will pay for it. Also, the fight being so long, the Slark is already back. And now, of course, he has to make his way through. He eats a Tango so he can go through everything here, but with Sticky Napalm, he is so slow. Like, in before the Slark will hit the pounds. Where's the Sticky Napalm? No mana for the Sticky Napalm, and it doesn't hit, so the pounds not hitting. He has a disruption soon. He should disrupt, of course, the Slark. Come on, disrupt the Slark, because the pounds will be ready in 2 seconds. He's turning around. Oh, what you doing? Why don't you disrupt? Why don't you disrupt the Slark? I don't understand. So he's trying to juke around after he has like a self-disruption, but I don't understand. Like, the Batrider was absolutely out of mana. He could have just disrupted the Slark and he was safe, but he chose to not turn around and, I don't know, just try to disrupt himself. So the pounds, the second one, hit. I don't know. I mean, in the end, Mineski is going still decent out of this fight. It's 8-6. It was an equal trade. Damage to the tier 1 is quite significant, of course, but they have a Train Protector, so they have to commit soon again. But I still like the Jakiro build. Now we have Rubik. Yeah, he stole the Chikuchi. Now it starts. Both, both heroes now just running around with the Chikuchi. It's always fun to see, but we have a new rotation in. Is that a push for the tier 1 tower? Of course, maybe they try to even get something, but getting a Rubik with a Chikuchi, that's gonna be a hard task. And I think this Rubik, yep, there is a ward coming. He sees the Sand King at least. Now, there's the Jakiro coming in, so he knows exactly what's going on. And with that being said, yeah, there is even the Batrider coming in. So we have Batrider, Rubik, and Train Protector potentially defending this tower. Oh, and I'm just reading chat, because now, right now, as I'm talking, I see the fight on the screen because there is a 2-minute delay. So it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun how the viewers comment the fight after I commented it already, like 2 minutes ago. But now we actually have a smoke. Oh, and there is, I think this sentry is spotting out. Yeah, oh my god, now, yeah, the Weaver is getting it. So, welcome, there's 50 gold for you. And, yeah, the Jakiro already spamming his liquid armor. The tower top is not getting healed at the moment because the Train Protector just doesn't have, like, the capability. He has to save it for the heroes in case there is a go. The Slark still being alone on the lane, but I think he has a TP. Yes, he has a TP. So if they want to go all out for this fight here, then yeah, it definitely does work. But now Living Armor is actually on this tower. But look at it, like the Liquid Fire is taking care so fast of it. So let's see, and another Liquid Fire. It's amazing siege damage you can get by the Liquid Fire. But then again, we have the Blink Dagger on the Batrider, so all he needs is a nice little pick off, maybe pulling it here. Like if the Jakiro stands very close here, maybe even manage to bring him like over the ground to the Ancients. That would be very interesting, to be honest. So in the meantime, the Weaver is rotating against the Slark. Top there, now we have the Lasso Initiation on the Jakiro, but instant disruption and so much damage on him. But the Jakiro still fighting, and the Epicenter actually doing quite some damage, but they are both going down, and the Rubik just stole it, channeled it. In the end, 2 of Mineski are going down. That was absolutely unexpected. This was a very, very nice turnaround. And there, the Flame Strike not hitting anything, but the Slark still being on the hunt. The stun, he will stun himself. Yep, he will definitely stun himself. But the problem is the second pounce. We have the same problem as we already had. And this time, yeah, this time he's actually disrupting himself. But maybe it's enough for Jesse Vash. Oh, there is a nice Burst Strike on free, but it won't help. So in the end, they are both going down. The Shadow Demon as well as the Santa Warner. I still don't understand why exactly he did not disrupt the Slark. But now we have the Jakiro actually going for something here. The problem is, Slark is being there. There's another stun. Jay, this is not a good position. Maybe he gets a Liquid Fire out and a dual breath, but no. He gets both out, but it's not enough damage. The Weaver finally joining the fight after quite a while. The Swarm is doing some damage, but in the end, they can't really do anything. Or can they? Oh, there is their Burrow Strike attempt, and at least they get the kill on the Rurik, but they sacrificed themselves for it. So I don't know. The Weaver going down, and Jesse Vash also in a very awkward position. There will be a stun. Will there be a pounce? Anything like that? Pounce in 4 seconds, stun in 3. They have the mana for all of it, and now they use the Stampede. There is actually finally a disruption, and the Weaver makes it out as well. So, yep. In the end, we have a 10-12. Like, suddenly, Zero Latitude, they turned the fight. They turned the game pretty much. 10 and 12 now. 2 games lead for Zero Latitude. The fights are just not going Mineski's way. Like, the initiation, this was a 4-on-5 fight because the Weaver just didn't rotate in fast enough. Also not having too much damage overall. And I don't understand the disruptions, to be honest. Like, sometimes those defensive disruptions, as in disrupting yourself or a teammate, it doesn't make too much sense if the Slark is the one that is the only thing that can actually stop you from running away. But either way, they're back on the offline here, and now we show fast the crafts. And look at this, Mineski, they had this nice start with this early roaming and everything, so they had a nice experience lead, but now they lost pretty much everything in all those 2 awkward fights. And when it comes to gold, well, Mineski is still leading, which is a good sign. But oh my god, Sand King, he got caught out. He's so dead. What was he doing here? Oh my god, the Shadow Demon. Now again, another self-disruption, so he is absolutely dead. There is the Fate Ball, and yeah, I don't even need to announce anything there. I have no idea what they've been doing there, what they tried to attempt, but it just didn't work out whatsoever. Oh well. Oh well. Not looking too good now for Mineski. They lose even more now with the 2 supports being down. Now we have the Batrider here actually creep skipping, something that of course means a lot of damage on a tier 1, if not even going down. Like, the next Acid Spray will also take care of at least 1 creep wave. Here, yeah, the Batrider just using the entire Firefly to make full damage. There is the Cliff coming out, and at the same time we also have the Slark saying hello to the tower. But yeah, this tower will go down. There's still 4 creeps left. The new creep wave is coming, but maybe they catch out the Batrider, of course. I mean, he has a Blink Dagger. Oh, there's a Stampede. They're trying to go in. There's the Burrow Strike. There's the Hoof Stomp. Oh, but he's getting healed up. But yeah, the problem is the Alchemist stun there, but a nice Mach usage. So now the Batrider is actually going down. So finally Mineski is finding something. The Alchemist ultimate is still ticking, but the pounce on the Jakiro. There's no Ice Path. There's actually a Macro Pyre as well as the Ice Path doing a lot of damage, but oh my god, the stun again. And now Alchemist is just pursuing the Shadow Demon in the meantime. Oh, we have Jesse Vash being here. Oh, no chance for him. But there's a Burst Strike. He's trying to get something on the Rubik done, but it doesn't work out. In the end, the Slark is getting... oh well, he's getting a double kill. That is not really good. This is not really good. And the Weaver at the same time... well, Zero Latitude is fighting as 5. Mineski is fighting as 4. And they give away more and more kills. Like, 3 minutes ago, it was only 2 kills ahead. Now we're already talking about 5. And I don't see this stopping. Zero Latitude, they don't stop. The Batrider is enough to defend. He has, of course, a TP in 55, where he could come to the tier 1 tower. It's just not working at the moment. Looking again at the craft, yeah, it's climbing. It's just climbing. And Mineski now also lost their entire gold lead. So, I don't know, Mineski guys. I think we have to fight as 5. Or make better fights, or better defend. I have no idea, but oh, there is actually Disruption Soul Catcher on the Alchemist, but he's using, of course, his ultimate. Pretty much invincible at this point, and the Sand King already down, the Shadow Demon being stunned, and now, oh, the Slark racing through with the Shadow Dance, and Jesse Vash in trouble, as well as the Jakiro. Oh, they're going down so fast. It's amazing. The Stampede being used. So in the end, the Weaver actually coming into the fight, but time lapse. Maybe time lapse now. Do they have vision on him? It doesn't seem like it. No, maybe with the hits. Oh, there's the time lapse. He actually makes it out. So a 3-for-1 trade here, pretty much next to the tier 1 tower, tier 2 tower. It's just not working. I mean, yes, of course he got the Lincoln Sphere now, helping him and everything, but this was also, I don't know, a fight without the Batrider. I mean, this time Mineski was 5, They were 5, I mean, and the Batrider was the one farming. He's absolutely fine. He also has now a Gem of True Sight, which is horrible against the Weaver. So Weaver, he's gonna be visible at any point of the game. The only downside is, of course, the Batrider is not the most tanky hero at this point. He died actually twice in the fights there. And yeah, if he loses the gem, that would be, of course, a small victory for Mineski. So, but let's see. The biggest problem at the moment is Alchemist. Well, he went for the mid mechanism build, but now I think from now on we're gonna see him transitioning into more and more damage. Also, the problem with him is, of course, that now he starts to put points into Grievous Greed, so he's gonna farm even more. Well, I already talked about the Lincolns and the Slarks. The Slarks farm is the most interesting one. He decided to go for the Shadowblade build instead of the Dagger build, which is of course interesting. I don't like it as much, but of course it still works as a nice initiation. In the meantime, we see, okay, Ova just trying to farm some creeps, but they abandon the creeps because I think they suspect Roshan. At least they suspected. When it comes to warding, there is not much left of Mineski's ward, by the way. Like, we have a 4-man smoke here. Oh my god, and they run with the 4-man smoke directly into it. Rubik, oh my god, blinking out. The Burrow Strike hits nothing but air. And now the Dream Protector. There's the Overgrowth onto Shadow Demon. Is the next one. He still has a disruption. At least he used the disruption. But, oh my god, nice Hoofstorm on free. But not enough damage. The mech is taken care of now. The gem is on the ground. He's actually picking it up. That is, of course, very nice. But he is getting stunned. Oh, but the Treant is getting a lot of damage. But, oh, Weaver, too greedy there. Like, he had the option to just go back, maybe even take here this regeneration rune, but he chooses, even with the gem, just going back and suiciding. That was not a good situation. He pretty much died in the animation of time lapse. Very, very unfortunate. And now, oh my god, Sand King respawned, but oh, the Slark just found him. And yeah, Shadow Demon so dead. Fate Bolt, yep, there it is. No, Fate Bolt not even needed because he has the Burst Strike of the Sand King. And well, Sand King, level 1 epicenter, you will not be able to kill any one of those two here. This is a really, really bad idea. They need something. The epicenter is now actually coming in. It is on the Slark, but oh, Jesse Vash doesn't get the stun throw. He's dying before you can do anything, and there they get even the follow-up. So 2 down, plus of course the tower, and the Slark is beyond godlike. This is taking a really, really bad turn for Mineski. This is... no, it's not even fun to watch. And look at it, Slark going alone for the Roshan, but he needs the Alchemist to tank this one up. Alchemist is still busy fighting here in the mid. I didn't even see that one coming. I think that was a... no, this wasn't even lasso initiation. This was just... oh yeah, that was telekinesis into the Alchemist stun. That was easy for a kill. Slark, well, he has to abandon Roshan now. He's getting level armor. The problem is he does no damage whatsoever, even if he has 10 Essence Shift. Now the Alchemist is coming though. Level 2 ultimate is ready. There is... well, the regeneration rune is gonna be... okay, that is very interesting. Ah yeah, they switch it on the Rubik. So Rubik is using the regeneration, getting full mana there. But yeah, Alchemist now tanking Roshan. There's also the acid spray up, but Mineski, I think they know about it. The question is, do they want to go for something? Like, the Shadow Demon here trying still to like de-ward here and there something, but these wards, they won't survive for very long because there is still the gem. Did they trade the gem back on the Batrider? That's the question. Who has the gem now? Oh, the Alchemist. Yeah, I think the Alchemist is a good choice for a gem carrier. He won't die. He and the Slark, I don't think they're gonna die. I have no idea who is supposed to kill them. I mean, we have the Weaver, of course, going now into damage with the Mithril hand, but still, just no damage whatsoever. Let's see. We have the Slark already done with the Eye of Skadi. Oh my goodness. So Roshan is dying sooner or later. He has Sangayasha on the Alchemist and the Skadi. Roshan hitting for so slow. Either way, we have actually the Batrider. That might be a nice kill possible for Mineski, because so far it doesn't seem like any rotation in on there. Burst Strike actually hits them. Pete is being used. Yeah, he dies. So fast and swift kill of Mineski. But I have the feeling they need like 5, 6, 7 of those to make it work. And there, oh, the Slark is actually coming in, but he's trying to get the pounce. Pounce not working. Now they are cornered in because here the tree is not. Oh, they don't get through there. But now with the macro pyre, problem is the Weaver is going down. And now they just used the Aegis, so but still getting some damage of the macro pyre. But Slark back on the Chikiro. Now, maybe the what a pause. What a pause. There's 1 second on the Sand King's cooldown for the burst strike. He could get the kill on the Rubik. And what? They both disconnect. What the hell is going on here? I'm lacking words. Like the Shadow Demon is pretty much on the run. The problem with him is he should TP out right now because he has nothing he can contribute to that fight. Like he has no way of putting like shadow poison up because he has like what? He can do 1 shadow poison and that's it. Then he doesn't even have enough mana for TP out. Like the Slark, he just came back with his Aegis, but he is on a Chakiro. Chakiro maybe buying some time with the Ice Path. The mech would be ready, but still, it's just buying time. That's the problem. He has no Force Stuff, he has no Blink Dagger, he has no Ghost Scepter. Nothing that could save him from the Slark. So the only interesting thing of this fight is, does the Sand King die now with that last hit of the Tree Protector? He is, I think, in his hit animation already. I'm not quite sure. Look at this. It might be, I don't know. Well, his fist is raised there, like he's hitting already on him, but I'm not sure what exactly that is. Maybe the Sand King is actually going down directly after the pause. Well, the Alchemist is definitely coming, but this is a nice... Guys, come on, look at it. This is a nice screenshot, isn't it? This is just... yeah, perfect. Like the Alchemist chasing a Sand King, and we have even the Rubik here from the other angle. There's the Rubik. Yeah, this fight. Well, we have to look at this one though. Look at it. We have just a pounce animation here on the Chikiro. Yep, I like it. It's looking good. But the Chikiro, from Chikiro's perspective, it's not that funny though. Anyway, we have the first one reconnecting here, and to be honest, like with, I don't know, it doesn't matter how you turn that page, it still says bad fight for Mineski. Like that's the biggest problem. Like the only upside would be Sand King getting that burst strike off in like less than a second, getting a 1-1 trade here at least for this part, but the damage is already done. The Weaver dying again, like even after time lapse, that's, I don't know. What, I just don't see this happening. And where's the last? Come on, where's the last guy? Reconnect, please. Meantime, I have time for tea. Yeah. And now I can read the chat. This is amazing. Tactical DC. Yeah, it is. It's a puppy paws whatsoever. And oh, we go. Do we see something? Oh, the Rubik survives because of the living armor. So Chakira is down, and I was already talking about it. The Shadow Demon. The wisest decision he could do is just TP out here, and that's it. Mineski is losing 4, and everything for the sake of getting 1 Batch Rider. Not really worth it. So I don't know. The Batch Rider is back. They have the gem now on the Slark, but still, this tier 2 tower will probably fall, and we have to put this in numbers. I mean, look at this, they're heading towards a 20k XP advantage, 10k in gold. Like, this is how it works when you have like this early setup and it's not working for Mineski. Their roaming was really nice and everything, but from there on it just didn't work out at all. And what do we have here? Oh, we have a Yule Scepter completely, as well as TPs coming to the entire team. So this tower is going down. This Rubik is so rich. It's not even, I can't even comprehend this. But there is the Stampede, but Lasso Initiation at the same time. But they're all clumped up now. They're getting a triple stun. There's an Overgrowth on 4, like defensive disruption. But the Jesse Vash is already down. Like the Shadow Demon, it's just a matter of seconds. And Oh my goodness, it's the epicenter. The epicenter while doing something, but team wipe for Mineski. To be honest, I think it's time for a good GG. Yeah, and there we go. Jay has pretty much the same opinion on that one, so they go for it. Now what they do, I don't know, they just stand in front of the fountain here, like humiliating your enemy. I don't know. It was a horrible, horrible game for Mineski. The start was so good, like the roaming and everything. It looked so promising, but in the end, you just can't do anything. It's like... Anyway, guys, this was game 1 out of 2. So game 2 should hopefully come without any crazy pauses and disconnects just in a second. So hang in there, some music, some ads, and in a like 1-2 minutes we're back.